about going to doctorate school, huh? And I'm sure you watched a lot of videos about people's perspectives about doctorate school in general. But I'm gonna keep it real with you. I don't know about everybody else, but as a first semester, first year doctorate student, let me tell you what's up. Make sure you watch this video in its whole entirety to make sure you have somewhat of a full picture on this journey you could be embarking on or currently in the process of. Stay tuned, guys. The purpose of me making this video is to give insight and perspective to those that are looking to enroll in doctoral programs, and tell them what at least my experience was like coming straight out the gate. Or for those that are currently in a doctoral program, this video could be used as somewhat of validation, because again, it's not easy. So people say you don't know what somebody's going through unless you're in their shoes and whatnot, and that's true. Doctorate school isn't just, oh, try harder. I would hate to hear that, honestly. This is just to validate their feelings and experiences. This is not to put down or not validate other YouTubers' experiences who've also made videos on what it's like to be in doctorate school, master's, college, what may have you, okay? This is just simply my experience. I will not be saying which institute I attend currently, okay? That doesn't matter. The information that I am going to be telling you within this video, take it how you want. This is general information, again, speaking on my experience. Not all doctorate programs are alike. Use this information and apply it to where you see best fit. All right, so first things first, being in a doctoral program is crazy hard. It is cliche as that sounds, and I'm sure people have said it before in their videos, but I don't feel like they've relayed it the same way I am about to. You can watch tons of videos on what it's like to be a doctorate student, but when you actually get in the program itself, it's a whole nother world. One of the challenges that you may face is understanding your professors. I am coming from a previous university where I went for 5 years and I got my bachelor's and master's degree. I was very familiar with the professors, very familiar with their teaching styles. They knew who I was like the back of their hand. Like if I wasn't in the department, either to say hi, ask a question, have lunch with them, who knows, they knew something was wrong, and they made sure to address that with me the next time I stopped in the office. So I'm at a new institution where I don't know any of the professors. I don't know their teaching styles. I don't know how they format their tests. Like, sometimes when you have a teacher for so long, you can be like, oh, this teacher usually is pretty straightforward with her tests and whatnot. Yeah, that's not the case with me, at least. Getting to be familiar with these professors is so hard, as far as like other challenges too that I'll get into later, but it's like you don't know how they teach besides just talk to you because it's COVID right now. So they're talking to you through a computer screen. It's difficult because where I go to school, I would have to actually take public transportation to get there, and that's not a problem, except for the fact this is the time, these are the times of COVID. So nobody's at the university. It's not like I can go in and stop during office hours or something, or schedule an appointment to meet with them in person to discuss anything I may have a question about. No, all this is online, and that makes it very challenging. The second little piece of insight that I have is that the struggle is real. Okay? Very, very, very real. I was a straight A student when I received my bachelor's and master's degree. Now, as a first semester, first year student in a doctoral program, yeah, that's not the case. Every day I'm giving 110% on any assignment that I have, and the university that I attend, getting a C, whether it be a 79 through a 70%, that is considered failing. The expectations and standards are set very high. When you have these challenges of trying to, not only complete assignments, but do tests and whatnot, and trying to do a bunch of readings to understand what is being taught in each class, times that by 5, that brings on an overwhelming sensation sometimes. That also leads to the next point of breakdowns are common. I have had a total of 5 breakdowns this semester, and that was within a 2-week period. It was kind of bad. After, having those breakdowns, like I'm a religious or spiritual person, what may have you, but I was like, look, if God wants me to pass, he'll let me pass. Okay, that's all I've got. I have no more energy to exert besides what I have left. All I can do is do my assignments, turn them in on time, and do the best I can on the tests. That's all I can do. I'm giving 1,000% each and every time, regardless what the scenario may be. It's just not working out in my favor, and that's something that kind of hurts your pride. Because here I am thinking, oh, knowing it's not going to be easy, but it should be somewhat of a hop, skip, and a jump through a park versus a simple walk in the park. Also, don't get your expectations too high. If you're coming into doctorate school thinking you're going to get straight A's, don't. Not saying that it's not possible, but again, it is very, very challenging. I already had my hopes set up for that. I've had my hopes set up for, I think I did really well on a test. When I got that grade back on our little online platform, that did not reflect how I was feeling coming out of it. To prevent having that feeling again, please do not come into do not enroll in a doctorate program thinking that it's going to be a breeze, you're going to get straight A's like straight out the gate, because that may not be the case. And that's actually something that a couple of my professors have said, don't shoot for A's all the time. Like, just focus on passing the class. And that is where I'm at right now. And that was a tough pill to swallow, because I strive for A's. I strive for the best. I'm literally just focusing on how can I just maintain an 80% and pass the class. That's all I'm worried about. I'm not focusing on, I need to get a 90 to be satisfied. Lower your standards. This is the only time where it is acceptable to lower your standards, okay? That's it. Anything else in life? But that's just me. Doctoral programs, some professors may recommend more or less that you don't work during a strenuous or rigorous program. Yeah, I don't believe in that completely. They recommend that you don't have a job coming into this or during your year, however long your program is, because it's a lot of work. But from my perspective, if you have bills to pay, do what you gotta do. Sacrifices have to be made. You may just have to be a little bit more tired than you already are when you get off work, but you have bills to pay, and the school isn't going to pay your bills for you. So do whatever you have to do to meet life requirements, keeping a roof over your head, make sure your needs are met. Do what you got to do to make it through school. Okay, but the ball's in your court with that. Flashback to when I said, don't come in with any expectations as far as getting A's and whatnot. Yes, that is true. But also, don't get discouraged if you're not getting A's. If you find yourself, if you do get accepted into the program and they have high standards as well, and you're not meeting those standards at that moment, don't get discouraged by it. Some people they can start off really high. Oh, I got A's, and then dwindle down to where they're on the struggle bus. Or some people can start off a little bit rough and then work their way up towards the end of the semester and just kick in the door to pass. So get to know your professors very well, do the best you can, and, make them help you. If you're paying 5-6 figures to get your degree, make them help you. That's what they're for. They're professors. That is their job, to teach you. And if you're struggling, ask for help. There's no other way than to hear it from the horse's mouth itself, what you need to work on, how to better understand articles or assignments or stuff like that, than the person who created them themselves. By reaching out to them, it shows that you care and that you are concerned, versus just showing up to class and hanging out and just looking at them, don't even have any notes in front of you, you're just not even paying attention. No. Send them an email. Schedule a Zoom meeting. Schedule office hours. I don't know where you are, how this works whenever you reach the point of, I'm going to go to doctorate school. But do what you have to do to make sure you get through those classes. Last time I checked, nobody wants to take a single class twice, because I know I don't. So get to know your professors very well. But the one piece of insight that that people fail, I feel, to mention is that you're not in this alone. And again, that may sound cliche, but you're really not. This is not meant to scare anybody at all, but just know going into it, if you encounter any of these situations, experiences, or whatever, you are not the only person in the world or in your cohort that is going through this. I don't know how many times I've talked about, like, you know, having breakdowns. Sometimes I was feeling like something was wrong with me mentally, like I had a learning disability or a reading disability or something like that, because it was just so hard to comprehend all the knowledge, understand articles, texts, and whatnot. There were at least 3, 4, 5 other people that actually acknowledged, and then some of them even got on or was on the call and unmuted themselves and talked about, you know, hey, you know, I feel you on that. I've gone through the same thing. Like, I've even had 8 or 9 breakdowns by this point, you know. And it was on the receiving end, like hearing that, I definitely felt validated, and it was kind of like a sigh of relief just to know that I wasn't the only one feeling the way I was feeling. Actually, some of those people reached out to me after class and we have started up a friendship. So great things can come out of it. And who knows, you may have a study buddy by that point, motivating each other, studying real hard to understand the material, to prepare for that next test, to make sure a better grade is received than what you're getting in the class. You know, you don't know what could come from it. But again, the information and the insight that I provided in this video is just to be taken generally. You can apply it to yourself or the program you're looking at in any which way form you want. Not a single program is exactly the same as another. I'm just letting you know my experience, and hopefully I have something to tell you guys about after the end of my first semester, to give you guys a full picture of what one complete semester looks like. I'm sure it's going to be different than what I'm telling you now. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like, share, and subscribe, especially to anybody that's looking to further their education, whether it be bachelor's, master's, doctoral, whatever. This information may be beneficial to them. And also, if you have any tips or tricks that helped you while you were in college, regardless of the level, drop them down in the comments as well, because you don't know who could actually take your advice and benefit from that. Until next time, guys. Bye.